For 15 years, we thought we knew what the Messi-Ronaldo rivalry was all about. We measured it in goals, in Ballon d'Ors, and in moments of pure, unadulterated, on-pitch genius. It turns out we were only seeing the opening act. We were wrong about the endgame. Their real battle, the one for lasting global power and influence, has just begun. This isn't about a football rivalry anymore. It's a global power struggle. It's a proxy war, a conflict between two competing blueprints for international influence, using football's two biggest stars as their generals. In one corner, Lionel Messi and the tech behemoth Apple are building a sprawling media empire designed to conquer the world's attention. In the other, Cristiano Ronaldo and the sovereign wealth of Saudi Arabia are constructing a financial kingdom engineered to rewrite the global order of sports. This is not a story about two players. It's the story of what happens when two modern empires collide, using the world's most popular game as their battlefield. To truly grasp the audacity of Messi's American chapter, you have to remember what Major League Soccer was like before he arrived. For decades, MLS was a league of quiet, respectable potential. It was a background hum in a country dominated by the cultural roars of the NFL, NBA, and MLB. It had steady growth, passionate fans, and new stadiums, but it was missing one thing: a global detonator. It was a business, but it wasn't a cultural phenomenon. The league's biggest problem wasn't a lack of quality. It was a battle for eyeballs. Enter Apple. In 2022, the tech giant made a stunning move, signing a massive 10-year, $2.5 billion deal to stream every single MLS game, everywhere in the world, with no blackouts. For Apple, this wasn't just about sports. It was a strategic masterstroke to make Apple TV Plus an essential subscription in global culture. They had the platform, the technology, and the distribution network built into a billion pockets. What they needed was their Trojan horse. They required their killer app. They needed a hero for their story. They needed Lionel Messi. When Messi announced his move to Inter Miami in 2023, turning down a colossal reported offer from Saudi Arabia, the world was stunned. Many observers saw it as a quiet, comfortable step toward retirement. But they weren't reading the fine print. This wasn't a traditional athlete contract. It was a Silicon Valley play, a venture capital style bet on exponential growth. Messi didn't just become an employee, he became a partner. His unprecedented deal reportedly included not just his salary, but an equity stake in Inter Miami upon his retirement and, crucially, revolutionary revenue-sharing agreements with the league's biggest partners, Apple and Adidas. He reportedly gets a cut from new subscriptions to the MLS Season Pass that his presence helps drive. He is said to get a piece of the profits from the guaranteed spike in Adidas merchandise he would create. This is a model no other athlete in American sports had ever received. It's a fundamental paradigm shift. Messi wasn't just selling his talent for a fixed price. He was converting his global brand into equity. He was betting that his presence could turn the league and Apple's multi-billion-dollar investment into a worldwide success story that he would profit from directly. He wasn't just the star of the show anymore. He was a co-owner of the broadcast. The goal was clear: build an empire based on soft culture and narrative. Apple's blueprint is all about premium, frictionless storytelling. They control the entire narrative from capture to distribution. Messi's arrival wasn't just a series of football games. It was content. Apple immediately announced a documentary series on his World Cup journey. His Inter Miami debut was produced like a Hollywood blockbuster, with 18 camera productions and cinematic drones framing it as a significant cultural event. The Messi effect was instant, staggering, and undeniable. Average attendance across MLS surged. Ticket prices for Inter Miami games skyrocketed, with fans paying premium prices just to witness his genius. Some teams even moved their matches against Miami to much larger NFL stadiums just to satisfy the overwhelming demand. Inter Miami's social media following exploded overnight, surpassing every NFL and MLB team. The club's valuation soared. It was proof of concept. The hero was delivering on his promise. This blueprint is designed for long-term, sticky dominance. Apple is making aggressive moves to convert casual fans into long-term subscribers, especially with the 2026 FIFA World Cup being hosted in North America. By making the games beautiful and accessible, they are betting that once viewers are inside the Apple ecosystem, watching MLS alongside their favorite shows and movies, they will stay. Messi's move wasn't a retirement tour. It was the launch of a media kingdom built not on concrete and steel, but on content and distribution, all delivered through a seamless, vertically integrated tech ecosystem. It's an empire of storytelling, with Messi as the epic hero and every iPhone in the world as its potential outpost. While Messi became a partner in a nimble media empire, his great rival became the crown jewel of a geopolitical one. When Cristiano Ronaldo signed with Saudi club Al Nassr in late 2022, the move was met with global shock and, let's be honest, a fair amount of ridicule. To many in the Western media, it seemed like a lucrative but undignified final act, a retreat from the pinnacle of European football for a massive paycheck. But this was never a retirement plan. This was the firing of a starting gun on an entirely new project. You cannot think of Ronaldo's move as a simple player transfer. It was a strategic acquisition by a nation with near limitless capital and world-altering ambitions. It was the most visible centerpiece of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, a massive national project to diversify its economy away from oil dependency and transform the kingdom into a global hub for tourism, business, and, most importantly, culture. And at the very heart of that vision is sport. The salary figures were astronomical, with his total annual earnings from Al Nassr and endorsements estimated to be around $260 million. But the money itself wasn't the point. It was the message. This was soft power, executed with the force of a sledgehammer, a deafening declaration that the Saudi Pro League, and by extension Saudi Arabia itself, was now a major player on the world stage. Ronaldo wasn't just signed to score goals, he was signed to change perceptions. His deal, much like Messi's, is rumored to extend far beyond a simple salary. Reports have surfaced about a revolutionary contract that could include an unprecedented ownership stake in Al Nassr, which is majority owned by the nation's public investment fund, PIF. This move would physically and financially anchor him to the very infrastructure he was hired to legitimize. The PIF is the colossal engine driving this entire operation. It's one of the most significant sovereign wealth funds in the world, with assets approaching $1 trillion. In 2023, the PIF established SRJ Sports Investments, a company with a clear and aggressive mandate: acquire sports properties, create new events, and host global competitions to build a self-sustaining, world-leading sports economy. Ronaldo was the catalyst. His arrival provided the immediate credibility for everything that came next. In the 18 months that followed, Saudi clubs spent nearly $1 billion on transfer fees, a figure second only to England's Premier League. A wave of superstars who were still at the top of their game followed: Karim Benzema, Neymar, N'Golo Kante, and Sadio Mane. The league was suddenly, and shockingly, filled with household names. The impact was transformative. According to the Saudi Pro League's own head of operations, the league's revenue increased by an astonishing 650% since Ronaldo's arrival, with broadcast deals rapidly expanding the league's reach to over 140 countries. The PIF has taken majority ownership in the country's top clubs and is investing billions in state-of-the-art stadiums and youth academies. This is a blueprint built on overwhelming financial might. Where the Messi model focuses on controlling the story, the Ronaldo model focuses on owning the stage. In a crowning achievement for their sports project, Saudi Arabia successfully secured the hosting rights for the 2034 FIFA World Cup. They are aggressively investing in everything from LIV golf and heavyweight boxing to esports and mixed martial arts. Ronaldo is the living, breathing symbol of this project. His presence validates the immense investment, and his continued high-level performance silences the critics. He is the global face of Saudi Arabia's message to the world. We aren't just visiting the world of sports, we're building its new capital. So here we are, two titans, two empires, and two completely different blueprints for achieving global dominance. This isn't just a rivalry anymore. It's a fascinating collision of ideologies. It's the new money of Silicon Valley venture capital versus the sovereign wealth of a nation-state. On one side, you have the Messi Apple empire, an empire built on the principle of narrative control. Its power lies in owning the entire vertical: the story, the production, and the distribution. Apple's strategy is to create a closed loop of content that's so compelling, so polished, and so easy to access that it becomes an indispensable part of your daily life. Every MLS game, every Messi highlight, every behind-the-scenes documentary is perfectly packaged and pushed to a global audience through the devices they already hold in their hands. This is a soft culture empire. It conquers by attraction and convenience. Messi is the accessible hero, his genius packaged neatly into monthly subscriptions. The value is intangible, residing in intellectual property, subscriber data, and brand loyalty. Success is measured in viewership, new subscriptions, and media engagement. It's an empire of attention. They don't need to own the stadiums. They're laser-focused on owning the screens inside them. On the other side, you have the Ronaldo Saudi Kingdom, a model built on the principle of infrastructure control. Its power lies in owning the physical assets and the means of production. This is a geopolitical empire. It conquers with overwhelming financial gravity, a force so strong it bends the market to its will. The Saudi strategy is to deploy a fire hose of capital, billions of dollars, to build a sports ecosystem so advanced and lucrative that it becomes the new center of the sporting universe. They are building world-class stadiums, training facilities, and entire leagues from the ground up. They buy the clubs. They buy the players. They're hosting the world's most significant events. Success for this kingdom is measured in direct investment, asset acquisition, and the diversification of their national economy. Their power is tangible and absolute. It's in the concrete of the stadiums and the names on the contracts. Ronaldo's reported potential equity stake perfectly illustrates this strategy. He's not just part of the story. He's physically invested in the kingdom's very infrastructure. These two empires are now on a direct collision course, competing for the same finite resources, talent, and attention. On the media battlefield, Apple's top-to-bottom ownership of the MLS story is a formidable weapon. But the Saudi model is now moving to compete here too, investing in global media companies and the world of esports to create digital experiences that blend with their physical events. On the financial battlefield, the Messi/Apple model is about partnership, shared risk, and shared growth. It's a massive commercial investment, but an investment nonetheless. The Ronaldo/Saudi model is one of overwhelming state-backed capital. The public investment fund can outspend any private company on earth. Their investment isn't just commercial, it is national. They aren't just seeking a financial return, they are seeking global influence. This is the central conflict that will define the next era of sports. Will the future of football be determined by a decentralized, content-driven empire that lives on our phones? Or will it be governed by a centralized kingdom of concrete and cash? It's a battle between the empire of the story and the kingdom of the stage. The lines have been drawn. The on-pitch rivalry between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo defined an era of football. But this new, off-pitch conflict for power and influence will determine its future. It has created two starkly different, competing paths for the next generation of superstars. Will future stars follow the Messi model? Will they demand equity, revenue sharing, and actual partnership stakes in the leagues and media companies they elevate? This is the path of the athlete as a business partner, a Silicon Valley-style innovator who leverages their brand for a seat at the table. It's a model that could give top players unprecedented power and control over their own careers. Or will they follow the Ronaldo model? Will they be drawn by the immense, guaranteed wealth and state-of-the-art infrastructure offered by ambitious nation-state projects? Will they choose to become the highly paid, globally recognized faces of national transformation? This is the path of the athlete as a strategic asset, a crown jewel in a kingdom's grander geopolitical vision. It's a model that centralizes power in the hands of those who can write checks that no commercial company can match. The timeline for this conflict is already taking shape. The 2026 World Cup in North America looms as a massive showcase for the Messi-Apple empire, an event perfectly timed to bring millions of new fans directly into their media ecosystem. But just 8 years later, the 2034 World Cup in Saudi Arabia will serve as the ultimate coronation for the Ronaldo Saudi Kingdom, a global testament to their long-term investment in building a new center for world football. Goals or trophies won't decide the winner of this new Cold War in football. It will be agreed in boardrooms and on balance sheets, on streaming platforms and in the halls of government. This is more than the final, fascinating chapter of football's greatest rivalry. It is the beginning of a new world order, one that will redefine who truly holds power in the world's game for generations to come. So, who do you think has the winning strategy for the future of football? Is it the nimble media and content empire of Messi and Apple, or the powerful financial and infrastructure kingdom of Ronaldo and Saudi Arabia? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the business and geopolitics of football, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.